Hello everyone, I am Lindelwa Lindru, the Shift Me Coach. Welcome into my page, actually Shift Me Coach page as it is called on Facebook and Instagram. I have the best clients in the world. They have challenged me to widen my presence on social media and not only limit it into writing. And this is still a challenge, and I'm very, very anxious because I was comfortable with my one on one sessions and also relying on word of mouth for marketing purposes. However, these are my clients. I need to listen to them. And over and above, I've got a very demanding day job, which I love. So I didn't want to be overwhelmed with a lot of traffic. But however, I love this, and my client believe I'm good at it. So I must embrace that. My journey of working with people started a long time ago when I started practicing as an HR generalist. This is when I discovered people development as my passion because I loved sharing my learning experiences in a wide range of topics, i.e., the business, beauty, how to look nice, how to dress nice, how to have a lovely home in terms of decorating it, and also how to manage your finances and how to grow your wealth, especially if you are from a poor or middle class family. So I was a go to person with regards to this topic. So then I decided to, 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 to research on this interest, on how to grow this passion into a meaningful thing. And because I really liked the feedback, I liked the feeling of seeing someone embracing my advice or someone taking me serious actually in whatever I say because I've done it most of the time. I really believe in practical experiences and sharing those and sharing my learning from all those things. So in 2012, I decided to enroll with Consciousness Coaching International Academy, and voila, in 2014, I qualified as a professional consciousness coach. This was quite an interesting course because it changed my life for the better because I had to dig down into myself, find myself, and I became who I truly wanted to be. It was not easy because I had to embrace the difficulty of self discovery in order to say yes to what gives me a meaning, what really gives Lindelwa a meaning. Because when I grew up, I find myself almost unhappy every time when I have interaction in my most interactions with people because they didn't embrace my actually I was not happy with how they embraced my opinions, my ideas, how I did things, and how I was happy, how I defined my happiness. So, and that really made me happy and really forced me to say, what is it? Questioning myself all the time. So it means I was not at my best in most of the times. And another thing, I was a very inquisitive child. I liked questioning things. Even now, I still like questioning things. If you listened to someone sharing a perspective about someone, why? What was the intention in the beginning? Or if you are telling me this information, what do you want me to do with this information? How is it going to help me? It is quite important so that we eliminate all these useless perceptions that contributes to gossip and destroying people's happiness. So those things are still important to me at this point in time because I don't want to follow a herd mentality. Things must make sense to me. This must make sense to me now and must make sense in terms of the value that I'm going to get out of those things. So ultimately, I got to find my true values. Not that I didn't embrace or I don't embrace values that were imparted to me by my parents. They still form 70 or 60% of whatever I do. However, I needed to go deeper, dig deeper, and understand why am I embracing these values? What do they mean to me? get clarity so that I'm able to guide and coach my children. Because I don't want that time where, because our parents were disciplinarians who will say, do this because I know better, I'm an elder. I respected that, but well, it doesn't apply. And I think it didn't apply even before. I was quite fortunate or unfortunate to be under that guardianship, which I appreciate in any case in some instances because I won't be where I am. But part of this change and growth and finally living my best life meant eliminating what I thought was meaningful to me. Relationships in general, non existent boundaries or blurry boundaries. In my case, I didn't have boundaries. I didn't even understand what boundaries mean. So, and it was not easy because when I started enforcing those boundaries, at around closer to my 40 years of age, people were like, are you mad? You going back to where you to the old Lindelwa that we used to criticize? What is your problem? And you can imagine I had made a lot of mistakes during those times, and then I ran to family and friends seeking for help, wanting comfort. So they felt they've got a hold over me, over my life, so that they can direct me. And I said no. And I'm happy I did, but it was not easy. Hence, I feel I need to share these learnings and experiences because I've seen a lot of people who are still prisoners of societal standards that mean nothing into their lives. Secondly, I had to face my past, my childhood. How did I relate to my parents or elders, and how did they relate to me, and how did that affect Lindelo? Secondly, the successful and failure of love and marriages. I needed to really learn from those things because it takes two to tango. It doesn't help pointing fingers. What was your contribution? Whether it was good or bad, understand it. Do you want to go on with it? Does it still make sense? Is it going to embrace who you truly want to be? If it's a failure, why did I fail? How did I react in a particular way? Because in most cases, what we don't like is a result of the wounds that have not been healed. So you need to go finding yourself and start healing those things so that you are a better person. Because I believe happiness is free, guys. It can be attained, but we need to embrace these difficult things of finding who are we. And then thirdly, I had to heal in order to experience the value of deeper relationships and also making difference to the success of other people's lives, in other people's lives, by sharing these learnings and experiences. So through Shift Me Coach, I'm able to focus my efforts on this mission. And I've sort of divided my offering into three: discovery, recovery, and living your best life. Discovery, that's when you find yourself. Because if you don't know yourself, how do you have healthy boundaries? How do you even start identifying boundaries that will sort of help you to live a fulfilled, or to have a fulfilled well-being? How do you love yourself? Because you don't know yourself. Why are you loving yourself? Those things are quite important. And in finding yourself, as I said, you'll find things that you need to heal from, that are sort of inhibiting, or a sort of a barrier to your progress and your growth. That's where then recovery comes from. And because you took time to find yourself, you will you have made mistakes. You have divorced, you have been rejected, you've lost jobs, you've failed in business, in whatever way. So then how do you recover for that? Meaning that you need to identify those things, be happy with them, embrace them so that they don't take control of your life. You must always be in control in order to grow. Because one of the things that I found profound in my personal discovery is that if you take control, which means identify and embrace your failures, you are able to try again. Because there are two things: it's either we succeed or we fail, then we need to try. But sometimes you find that in trying, we know the principle, but in trying, you've got a heavy load. How do you eliminate this load? How do you ensure that You leave the load is the past, because really you can't drive a car looking in a rear view mirror. So you need to drive a car looking, making sure everything is clear in front of you. So living your best life, you live your best life good. But sometimes you're listening to noise that are not going to help you. Live your best life. God, you came alone in this earth, live it. Whether you are making mistake, whether you are not good at that, ayifuni mntu, ayifuni nawe. You just need to live your best life and be happy, because that's what you have at this point in time. Yes, do learn, do talk to people, do get advices, but decision lies with you. So I'm very happy that I took this challenge from my clients. Thanks for challenging me, but please, I need encouragement. I am still anxious whether I'm doing this right or not, because it's normal. The only thing is that I must keep pushing. It is normal, but I do need your support. Please like, share, and subscribe into my page. And some of you may ask yourself that in these videos, yes, I'm going to improve the quality. I'll learn more things on how to do these videos on the YouTube channel, but I want to be more authentic. So if I feel I wake up one day feeling like I don't want to make up, but I've got something that I want to share, I will do. It doesn't mean I'm no longer the Lindelwa you know. However, what is important to me at this stage is comfort. I must be comfortable at any point. For the purpose of this channel, what matters is what I say and what I share. For now, let's keep love as a currency, especially with the COVID challenges and losses. Thank you. Love you all.